It is my pleasure to be with Mark Graham. He's an amazing guy up there, the creator of commonsku, and also has a distributor company, Right Sleeve, up there in Canada, eh? Where are you at up there?
That's right, Canada A, right here. It's although it's a nice hot day here in Toronto. We're really lucky to have some great weather here.
Right. Well, I'm in Southern California where it's like hot, and I'm running tonight with my Runner's Lane group, and
Yeah.
I'm not loving the heat all that much, but it is what it is. So we, in these Success Fit for Life interviews, we're just talking about people's personal journeys, what they do to stay active and well. And I can see your mind is sharp as a tack there. It's probably because of running and all that. But I think wellness really affects our personal and professional lives. So what's your take on that, Mark?
I couldn't agree more. I think that it's really important to be active. I mean, not only is it good for you personally, right, or sorry, for your health, but I think it's really good for your well-being. And I think that those things, when you're taking care of your body and taking care of your mind, then good things happen in your business and professional career. Each of us in this industry, deal with stress, right? We're dealing with orders that go sideways. You're dealing with customers that are on you. You're dealing with vendors that are, causing problems for you. Not all of them, of course. I think it's really important to have that outlet. So for me, I've always been a fan of running. In the last several years, I've taken up a lot of 10Ks and half marathons, and I just love it. It's a great way to explore the city that you live in, or a new city if you're doing it in another city that's not your hometown. It's all about competing against yourself, which I think is really good to do. And it just makes you feel like $1,000,000 at the end of the day. So I love it. And you go through all states of emotion, right? Like you start off and it's hard and it may be cold and rainy when you first get going, and your joints are creaky and your muscles are feeling a little bit, tight. But then after the first 1 or 2 miles, you start to feel like you're getting into a groove. And there's so much in common, I think, between a long distance run, or this could be like a swim or a bike. It doesn't matter what it is that you do, but in my case, it's running, that is analogous to sales. And you think about like the first couple calls you make are really, really tough, and the customer tells you to go take a hike, and you feel like you want to quit. But then after a couple of them, you get some success, and then you get into a groove. It's the exact same thing with running and health. So there you go.
Yeah, no, that's really great. And Kirby Hasselman, he was talking in one of these interviews about how the first mile is obviously the worst. You're not even really kind of there. It takes a while to warm up. I took a little break yesterday and went out and did a little over 3 miles. And it was so great. Not far from us is a little rural, and
Awesome.
I just cleared my head. I had to get back for an appointment, but it's just it's great. And I'm trying to save my old body and doing a little cycling as well, because
Yeah.
done a
Yeah.
half marathon last year. I do a lot of the shorter races, but going to shoot for the half marathon again in my town this year, and
Good for
it's really
you.
good. So we want to encourage people to we have a industry only Facebook group. It's the Free Promo Tips SuccessFit
Yeah.
Facebook group, where you can post what you're doing, and this is really a way to connect. And within the industry, there's also one that's outside the industry. But I think that when people know, oh, I like to run, maybe you meet somebody at a trade show, or there's a certain thing that happens with business connections of
Yeah.
like-minded people. And there's also a corporate wellness component and things that we're doing with events, Success for Life events, as we've done at the PPI Expo
Yeah.
in past years, and raised thousands of dollars for the Education Foundation. And these can be done in your community and incorporate promotional products as part of the branding experience. And there's just many, many things. If anybody has any questions, they can reach out to me, Jeff at freepromotips.com, and I'll share what's going on. But join the Facebook group, and it's not
Yeah.
about you; it's about encouraging other people. I would not be where I'm at if it weren't for my Runner's Lane group. Took this old guy who could barely go a mile and encouraged me on my journey, and I'm slow and proud to be slow to go out and do it. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, you
good.
should be super proud. I've told you this before, Jeff, that mean, I've known you for several years, and I think it's safe to say that you were a much heavier guy than you are right now. And I remember thinking when you started running, in the back of my mind, I was like, is Jeff really going to be able to kind of finish this? And sure enough, and I wouldn't say I doubted you, but I would say that I knew you were up for a challenge. And the fact that you have stuck with it and you've lost a ton of weight, you look fantastic, I think is amazing. And there's no question that it has also, I'm sure, improved your business results because you now come into the office each and every day sharper than you were the previous day, and you're taking care of yourself. So and I think that you are a great example, and certainly through your Facebook efforts, through the Success Fit for Life page, that you're leading a revolution. So I think it's great.
Well, that's what we're trying to do in the industry, and it's not about me or you. It's about encouraging others. We encouraged ElfFit, a distributor, created this ElfFit thing to help Santas get better health, which, I don't know. We don't really want a thin Santa, but, a healthy Santa would be good. So, we're just trying to change the world, I guess. So, who knows? Well, thanks again, Mark, for sharing and making a great day.
You bet. Thanks, Jeff.